Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And welcome to Monday morning. It is the start of the week. We are given the opportunity to step into another week together. And I'm very happy to be right here with you, stepping into the week. Right with you. Good morning, Sunmary. Good morning, Annalie. Good morning, Marsha. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Danae. Hello, beautiful humans. Let's get right into today's message. Dylan, good morning. Let me not forget to say hello to Dylan. Hello, Marsha. Hello. In the art gallery that life is, we are all artists, adding our own unique techniques to a collective canvas. The brush strokes we apply and the colors we choose are all determined by the emotions that fuel our creations. Stepping into a new week, you have the choice between creating from a place of fear or creating from a place of freedom. Those are fundamentally the two modes we create in and will determine what brush strokes are on your canvas this week. Neale Donald Walsch is our teacher for this week, and here he poetically describes this as the choice between fear and love. We'll get right into Neale Donald Walsch's message in a moment. Beatrix, good morning, happy Monday. Pat, good morning, happy Monday. Great seeing you, beautiful humans. Neale Donald Walsch says, all human actions are motivated at their deepest level by two emotions, either fear or love. He says, in truth, there are only two emotions, only two words in the language of the soul. Fear wraps our bodies in clothing. Love allows us to stand naked. Fear clings to and clutches all that we have. Love gives all that we have away. Fear holds close. Love holds dear. Fear grasps, love lets go. Fear rankles, love soothes. Fear attacks, love amends. Anthony, good morning, dude. Great to see you. I think my favorite little piece out of all of that, I think sums it up so beautifully. Let me just find that again. Fear holds close. Love holds dear. Isn't that a beautiful description? The next thought from Neale Donald Walsch says, every single free choice you ever undertake arises out of one of only two possible thoughts there are, a thought of love or a thought of fear. Fear is the energy which contracts, closes down, draws in, runs, hides, hoards, harms. Love is the energy which expands, opens up, sends out, stays, reveals, shares, heals. Every human thought, word, or deed is based in one emotion or the other. You have no choice about this because there is nothing else to choose from. But you have free choice about which of these you select, fear or love. Janet, hello, great to see you. Pop in with us. I hope you have time to sit down with us for a while. Creating in fear will do its job to keep you alive. But creating in freedom is the true expression of your soul. Your soul is certainly not here to create in fear. Right now, good morning, dudes. Great to see you pop in with us for a while. When you create in fear, your highest achievement will be to become the best version of your limited self. I'll read that again. I want you to really hear it. When you create in fear, your highest achievement will be to become the best version of your limited self. Step into your unlimited nature and see what you can create when you embrace possibilities over problems. The choice between fear and love is a conscious one. It is a decision we make every day in every aspect of our lives. When we choose to create from fear, we limit our potential. When we choose to create from love, we unleash our inner artist and embark on a journey of self-discovery and fulfillment. This is how we step into this week, being conscious about the choice we make. Do we take every step this week in fear or in love? And let us remind ourselves every day to step forward in love. Anime, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the start of a new week. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away together. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Continue with your own full body breathing in your own time. Feel your body rise with every inhale. Feel your body fall with every exhale. And let's have a conversation about what you're busy doing right now as you are sitting and breathing. I want you to remind yourself for a moment of a time, probably long ago, when you were in the habit of playing hide and seek. Can you remember a moment childhood innocence. Playing hide and seek with friends or siblings or cousins. Can you remember just having run at full speed to find a hiding place? And then as you try and hide around a corner, you realize you'll be found out by your breathing alone. Your breathing comes in really loud, fast. Anyone who comes close will hear this breathing. Can you remember such a moment? Even though that might have been a fun experience, whenever we run hard and breathe hard, we are activating our fight or flight nervous system. And fast, shallow, and sometimes loud breathing. Sometimes it's not loud, it's just shallow and fast, is always part of our fear-based nervous system. Neale Donald Walsch's message for us is about the choice between acting from fear or acting from love. And our breath can be telling about which side of the line we're standing on. Shallow breathing always means we're in our fight or flight nervous system. We're operating from fear rather than love. And if we want to be conscious about operating from love, creating from freedom, it helps us to be conscious about our breathing as often as we can be. Because deep breaths into your belly, not shallow in your chest, but deep in your belly, and slow exhale. This is the first step that flips the switch to not be operating from fear, but operating from freedom. Taking action from a place of love. When we pay attention to our breathing, when we slow it down, we are activating our calm nervous system. And we're giving ourselves access to love, to freedom. Build this into your day. How many times in your day can you stop for a few big breaths? Feel how everything in your body softens. And remind yourself that you don't want to be acting from fear, but that you want to be creating from a place of love. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left. And forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. And also lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as present as we are able to find ourselves right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening, and feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a new week. Your toes are sticking right over the edge and you are ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Standing at the start of a new week, we take the opportunity to become intentional about the week ahead. To not just step into the week on autopilot, reactively reacting to everything that comes our way. Rather, we want to be intentional. We want to make a decision about how we step into the week and how we deal with what comes our way. So first, remind yourself of what is known about the week ahead. What is already in the calendar. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, walk yourself through Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and paint a clear picture for your mind about what are some of the things you know you need to get done this week. What are some of the places that you know you need to go this week? Who are some of the people that you know you need to deal with this week? Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? And creating happens in a big spectrum. What you are creating this week could be what it is that you're working on professionally. Maybe there are deals being done. Maybe there are projects you are working on. What you are creating this week could simply be, how are you showing up in your home environment this week? How are you showing up with the people closest to you? Because every word spoken, every action taken is how we create our relationships. Who will you be in those relationships this week? Or perhaps you're fortunate enough that what you plan to create this week is something really creative, a creative piece of art. But don't trap yourself in any narrow description of what creating could be. You're a creator, you're creating every day. It is just a case of recognizing how and what it is you're creating. The question is, what are you creating this week? And if you're uncertain about that answer, then ask the question, what am I creating this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself to the end of this week. A couple of days ahead, stand in the weekend and look back. When you find yourself at the end of the week, what will your checklist look like? Looking back at the week, what are the things for which you'd like to say, I got this done, I got that done? What are the things for which you'd like to say, I made progress on this one, or I got started on that one? What does your checklist look like for the end of this week? Take your next big breath. Neale Donald Walsch's message for us this week is, you can make the conscious decision of whether you are creating from a place of fear or from a place of love. So let's explore these two. What does creating from fear look like compared to creating from love? Creating from fear normally means that what drives our creating is a sense of trying to avoid trouble, trying to avoid punishment. I'm going to read to you the words from Neale Donald Walsch. He says, fear is the energy which contracts. Now imagine creating while being in a contracted space. Fear is the energy that closes down. It draws in. It runs, it hides, it hoards, and it harms. Which of your goals are you trying to reach from a place of fear, perhaps? Creating while you're looking over your shoulder, trying to just stay ahead of the punishment that might follow if you don't create this. As you take your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, search your heart and ask yourself, where is fear the motivation for what I'm trying to do? Take your next big breath. When you set your goals in fear and then chase those goals in fear, then even when you reach those goals, the best that you can do is become the best version of your limited self, the best version of your scared self. And it's clear to see that that has nothing to do with what your potential actually is. What does it look like to create from a place of love? How does Neale Donald Walsch describe this? He says, love is the energy which expands, opens up, it sends out, it stays, it doesn't run away. Love reveals, love shares, and love heals. When you're creating from a place of love, you recognize opportunity. You recognize potential. What of the things that you're trying to do is inspired by opportunity, inspired by potential, inspired by a belief in abundance? Take your next big breath. Neale Donald Walsch's message for us as we step into this week is to remind ourselves every day to recognize in ourselves whether our actions are taken from a place of fear or a place of love. We'll take the last few breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every cell of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time. Today's message by Neale Donald Walsch. He says, all human actions are motivated at their deepest level by two emotions, fear or love. In truth, there are only two emotions, only two words in the language of the soul. Fear wraps our bodies in clothing. Love allows us to stand naked. Fear clings to and clutches all that we have. Love gives all that we have away. Fear holds close. Love holds dear. Fear grasps and love lets go. Fear rankles, love soothes. Fear attacks, love amends. Every single free choice you ever undertake arises out of one of the only two possible thoughts there are, a thought of love or a thought of fear. Fear is the energy which contracts, closes down, draws in, runs, hides, hoards, and harms. Love is the energy which expands, opens up, sends out, stays, reveals, shares, and heals. Every human thought, word, or deed is based in one emotion or the other. You have no choice about this because there is nothing else from which to choose. But you have free choice about which of these two you select. Our wish as we step into this week is to be reminded. To be reminded in the moment of taking an action. To be reminded to make this choice and not be on autopilot. I have the choice to step up and act from a place of love, a place of freedom. Or I have a choice to allow all of my old fears to keep pulling the strings, to make the same old choice again from a place of fear. May we be reminded from moment to moment of this conscious choice. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning to become more aware of when old fears are what inspires the decisions I make. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for getting better at recognizing in the moment that I could choose to try something else. I could choose to take this action from a more open place. Take a deep breath in. An old quote by Viktor Frankl says, "There is a space between stimulus and response. In that space lies our choice. Our free will is in that space." Thank you for understanding that often the difference between acting from fear and acting from love is taking the time to find that space. More often than not, we don't need to react right now. More often than not, we can take a moment before we speak. We can take a moment before we act. And it is in that moment that we find we do have choice. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into the week with us. I trust that you'll spread your wings, fly off into the week, and create at your highest potential. Leslie, very good morning. Danielle, good morning. Joshua, good morning. Thanks for popping in with us. I hope you had some time to sit down with us. Leshna, a very beautiful Monday morning to you. It's great to see you with us live. Hello. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Beatrix. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Anthony. Michelle, good morning. Great to see you. Hello. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Anami. Thank you, Annalie. Have an awesome day, everyone. I hope that you have a great week. And may you be reminded from moment to moment that you have a choice. You don't have to take action in fear. It can come from love, from a place of freedom. Thank you, Marsha. Have a beautiful week. See you all again soon. Ciao, ciao.